Good Jobs First is the nation's leading resource center for grassroots groups, reporters, and public officials seeking information about best practices on the use of economic development subsidies. Today, I'd like to introduce you to one of our tools called Accountable USA. By clicking on the Accountable USA button from Good Jobs First homepage, you will be directed to a map of all 50 states. Clicking on any one of the 50 states directs you to an in-depth discussion of the state's economic development practices. For example, let's click on Illinois' page. At the top of the page, you will see an in-depth discussion of the state's economic development practices. At the top of the page, you will see an overview of the state's track record on the use of job subsidies. Scrolling down further, you will see a list of up to 5 key subsidy programs with descriptions, cost figures, links to sites that disclose the names of companies receiving tax breaks, and other forms of financial assistance. This section also details how good a job the state does in disclosing information about the program. As you can see, all programs, except for Illinois' Film Production Services tax credit, are excellent in terms of transparency. Below these programs, we have highlighted case studies of large and controversial subsidy deals. Finally, at the bottom of the page, we summarize the various ways that Walmart avoids paying its fair share of taxes in the state. Scrolling back up to the top, you will also notice a sidebar with additional information. Under the heading Big Giveaway Index, we list a number of the ways that companies are legally allowed to avoid paying their fair share of taxes. Each of these loopholes is defined and covered in more detail by clicking on the hyperlink. Below that, we link to other state government resources that we utilized in compiling this information. Finally, we compile the list of active watchdog groups that frequently weigh in on state economic development issues. We hope this information will serve to arm journalists, community activists, and public officials with the information they need to make economic development subsidies more accountable and to prevent subsidy abuse.